Yeah, the beers are close. My name is Martin Karafilis, and I am co-founder and COO of Tiliter, where we recognise objects without barcodes. Have a think about the last time you went to the supermarket. Actually, the first thing that you see is a whole heap of items that are not barcoded. It's the fresh produce. You can actually notice that there's up to 12 different types of red apples that look pretty similar, but differ in price. You grab a few different items, you continue your shop, and then you head to the checkout. But every time, what are we presented with? Your worst nightmare. Long queues of frustrated shoppers just waiting to get out of the store. And you think, how long is this going to take to get through? You also think to yourself, maybe I will use the self-service checkout just to go through a bit faster. So you scan through a few barcoded items. They go through quick and easy. But then you get to your fresh produce. And all of a sudden you're presented with a huge menu of all different items, some of which you have never even seen before. And while the kids are running around screaming, "Mum and Dad, can we get out of here?" The lines are getting longer behind you and you can feel the pressure building. What were the red apples that we had earlier? Pink Lady, Red Delicious, Royal Gala. You can actually grab the most expensive avocado you have and put it through as the cheapest onion you can find and walk on out of the store. So far, you're faced with a time-consuming journey, a really poor and frustrating experience. You're even presented with the option to put through an expensive item as something cheaper. And this costs supermarkets billions of dollars a year in losses. And because of these losses, supermarkets go to the extent of plastic wrapping fruits and vegetables just to put a barcode on them. In fact, the two top supermarkets in Europe alone produce over 800,000 tonnes of plastic a year just for this. And globally, it's estimated at 9 billion tonnes of plastic a year. So what we've done to solve these problems is create a camera and software system that automatically identifies fruits, vegetables, and other non-barcoded items so you or the cashier no longer have to. Using artificial intelligence, it pre-selects the items and removes the need for manual entry. Over the last 2 years, we've worked on creating the most robust and scalable solution on the market to service our customers across the US, Europe, and in Australia. And with over 99% recognition and under 1 second recognition speed, this is state-of-the-art AI performance that every supermarket can adopt today and not in 10 years' time. But what's amazing is it doesn't need internet connection to run, and it can run on low-cost hardware. This means supermarkets can adopt this easily with little to actually no changes to their IT infrastructure. We actually sell to the manufacturers of checkouts and scanners that then on-sell to a wide variety of supermarkets, but we also sell to supermarkets directly. As well as just the identification process, we have multiple different items. We can actually detect multi-items on the platter. And we also have a customizable dashboard that supermarkets can log in and understand customer analytics. This also helps along the supply chain. This means that Woolworths doesn't order 3,000 kilograms of green beans because everybody's entering them through as green beans instead of their apples. And it's not just in supermarkets that we are implementing this technology. We're also working with one of the world's largest logistics companies where we actually identify consumable items during the packing process. This way, pickers can actually identify the right objects and the right quantity of objects. We have a team of 17 employees scattered between Sydney and Munich. We're continually looking at building our team as we have experience across hardware, software, machine learning, and business. And looking into the future, we're looking at opening up our US office and expanding across there next year. I'm Martin Karafilis. I am COO and co-founder of Tiliter. If you are an investor in this room interested in investing in an Australian early stage startup working globally, or you're an entrepreneur looking for the next career challenge, please contact myself. Come have a chat a bit later. I'd love to talk a bit further. Thank you.